Welcome everybody, this is Fiery Gizzard, and I'm really excited today because I love this game. This might be my favorite in the Mega Man series, except that it's not actually in the Mega Man series. This is Mega Man A Day in the Limelight 2, a fan game, and a sequel to Mega Man Day in the Limelight. Now, Mega Man DL was fun, had a lot of good things, but this game goes way beyond. It's got a lot of depth of strategy, 8 player characters who are completely different and require a lot of thinking and strategy. This is just a great effort, and done anonymously and for free. I mean, my gosh, this is better than some of Capcom's real releases, at least in my opinion. The excuse plot involves Mega Man being paralyzed by Dr. Wily's virus, and then the events of Mega Man 3 happen. So, Mega Man's nowhere to be found, but Dr. Light has stored the 8 robots that Mega Man defeated in Mega Man 2, and he calls upon them. Of course, wasn't Roll back there in that last scene? Why didn't he just call upon Roll? She can kick some butt, she did great, and Mega Man powered up. Well, anyways, you get a little demo of some of the special abilities they have here, but I'll be sure to talk about each one as we use them. Yeah, the way it works in this game, similar to the previous one, is that each stage is assigned a particular robot master. So as you can see, for example, if you play Needle Man stage, you play as Metal Man. Now, there's more to it than that in this game, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But it really matters what order you take through this one. Let's start. Yeah, this one has saved games, so you can just load a saved game. I'm not going to do that, of course, because we're starting at the beginning. Before we jump in, if we hit those left arrows, we have the option to save our game or load a new one. And the right arrows take us to the boss replay. You can only replay the bosses once you've actually beaten them, so we can't do it yet. I like to start with the Top Man stage in this game. Top Man is opposed by Flash Man, and this is really the only one with the possible exception, well, not possible, the only one with the exception of Gemini Man, where you actually are given a robot master who's effective against the boss. So here's Flash Man. He shoots bullets that kind of spread in odd directions. It can be a little tough to aim accurately, but then again, when they go out widely like that, it can hit a lot of enemies. He jumps that high, which is normal in this game. Most of the robot masters have that kind of jumping power. And he's got one more ability. Of course, he wouldn't be Flash Man if he couldn't freeze time. And the way that works is this. Notice that blue meter next to his life meter? When it's full, that means I can use the time stopper. Bam! Once he's flashing quickly, you're free to use the time stopper. Now, it fills back up on its own. It doesn't cost anything to use it, but you do have to wait a little bit before you can use it again. So you can use it as much as you want. If you're trying for a speed run, you might want to be careful, but other than that, you can just wait till it's ready, and then just use it. It'll make some of these areas in this game really easy. By the way, when time is frozen, if your shots start going through an enemy, that means you've defeated it. It won't disappear right away, but that's okay. Here's a new gimmick in this stage. These spinning blocks will not hurt you when they're in the background, but they will when they're in the foreground, so don't touch them then. There is a cool thing you can use them for with the time stopper that I'll show you up here, because it'll let us get that free man. Okay. Background, so no worries. Let's not go down that ladder, because if we do, we can't get back up. We will destroy the top dispenser, and we'll explore another use of the time stopper. So I've frozen that block, and now I can walk on it and it won't hurt me. Pretty cool. Let's try to destroy that steamroller from back here. Oh. There we go. We've got some life, and we've got a free man. Yeah, don't panic, that one's over my head. I don't have to worry about it too much. Whoa. And down we go. This screen drives me bonkers. I always get hit about 12 times trying to get through it. I'm just gonna freeze time and not worry about it. Alright, we have our old friend Top Cat from Mega Man 3. Now, right here the stage continues to the right, but there's a secret over to the left. The heck is that? That sort of funky vortex thing is part of a super secret weapon. Let's grab it. There's 12 of them in the game, and they're all kind of hidden. You won't just see any of them sitting on the path. But gather them all, and there's a super secret weapon you can use. Now, you can finish the game without the super secret weapon, but it makes it a lot easier. There's one in each of the original 8 stages, and then there's 4 Doc Robot stages, just like the original game, that is, just like Mega Man 3. And there's one in each of those as well, for a total of 12. So I'll make sure to show you where those are as we go through. By the way, the spread shot is nice for things like this, because I can hit that guy in the head from here. And now I don't have to worry about him. Okay, there we go. Die. This top dispenser as well, I can destroy from afar like this. Handy. Yep, not taking any more chances than I have to. This game is not as punishingly difficult as the first Mega Man Day in the Limelight, but it's not easy. It's a good solid challenge. I think it's a really good level of challenge. Tough, but not absurd. And not frustrating generally. Okay, you know what? That'll make this easier. That was satisfying. Yeah, and I'm going to need Time Stopper on this screen too, unless I want to get absolutely clobbered, so let's just let it fill back up, huh? Alright, we'll try to freeze everything where I can get through. Sneak between those, and there we go. Let's get some life. Those things look scary, but don't worry too much about it. They're over your head, so just make sure you don't run into them. And climb the ladder. Yes, some of the robot masters in this game can climb ladders, and some can't. Obviously, Flashman is one of the ones who can. This screen's kind of irritating as well. Let's destroy that top dispenser on the far side. It'll take a minute, but it'll be worth taking the time. Yeah, the boss in this stage isn't too terribly difficult, but I'd like to reach him with some life. Again, apologies for the slowness, but it will be worth it, trust me. Let's see if I can get across here with some smart time freezing. Those Mets can be such hassles. I'd rather not deal with them. They'll just knock you all over the place. The Mets in this stage are really cruelly placed. Yeah, this one too. Just make sure you freeze the tops in a way that will let you get across. And hey, we're at the boss. Tremendous. It's time for Top Man. Yeah, like I said before, this is a great stage to do first because the Robot Master you use is actually very effective against the boss. That isn't always the case. In fact, it isn't usually the case. Also, if you have Crash Man already, he's also really effective against Top Man. Let's go. When he starts spinning, he's invincible, but charge up. Yep. When you freeze time, he's not invincible. Unload on him. Okay. Now we'll just have to be careful while we wait for the time stopper to charge back up. Yeah, I'm not doing so well against these tops, but that's more like it. Yeah, he spins for a nice long time. He gives you plenty of time to use the time stopper. Let's do it. And freeze. And he's toast. Goodbye, Top Man. Now, we don't get weapons in this game. Only Mega Man can do that. But here's the great news. Now that I've completed Flashman's stage, I can use Flashman whenever I want. So in any other stage for the entire rest of the game, I can switch to Flashman. That is handy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save it. I will save it here on File 2. We'll go back to the game. And Dr. Light is going to tell us about that weird little vortex thing we found. It appears to have been made by Dr. Wily. If you can find more of them, by which he means exactly 12, he could build us the super secret weapon. Cool, thanks Dr. Light. Alright, so Top Man's down, and the reason the little vortex thing is in his square is it is just telling you that you've gotten it for that stage. So if you didn't get it, it would just be a black square and you could go back into the stage and search for it. Okay, I'll be back in a moment to tackle the next Robot Master. See you in just a second.